let's just delay a couple of seconds here and see if we can.
I mean, I could sing.
Yeah, let's just sing. And I think we can take our masks off. Oh no, we really can't because we got all the people coming up.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do it when I'm not.
Yeah.
I'll put it back on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
What time is it?
It's late. It's 6:47.
6:46.
6:46.
So, here.
Yeah. Okay. I really want the family to come.
Yeah. Do you want me to turn off the sound in the meantime?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like nostalgia Shabbat.
Okay. Great.
Do you want me to just start?
Yeah.
Or you guys welcome?
No. Start.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, that was really kind of weak. I was hoping that there might be some vigor, some enthusiasm from some ruach. Let's try that again. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. And there is, a lot of people who are here tonight, as it is a special Bikti service and graduation Shabbat. And also for everyone who's watching at home, we wish you Shabbat Shalom. Relax. I hope you have a glass of wine. And we're so glad that you have joined us for tonight's service. Just a couple of notes. We have our books right here, the Mishkan Tefillah. Tonight's service will be primarily led by our Bikti members, and we're so very, very proud of them, as some of them will be graduating, which is really amazing, and still others will be with us for a year or two or three more. So, with that in mind, I'd like to welcome up to the Bima, the Sobel family. Their daughter, Paulina, will be Brit Mitzvah tomorrow morning and be called to the Torah, which we're very excited about. And so we call up David and Lisa, Paulina and Nate, and to light the candles. Our service begins on page 121. But first, someone will read. Oh, all right, Paulina, go ahead. As these Shabbat candles, you can take off your mask.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we bring our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
So, matches are nice and long. And these are deluxe matches. bottom. Let's join together, page 120, welcoming the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
We can all have a good chuckle at that, yes. We're on page 128. Hine Matov. God didn't say it in these words, or the rabbis, but how great it is to have Bikti and our seniors here with us. How great it is to have more than a few people in our seats. How great it is that every one of you are here and that it's Shabbat together.
David, I think God said it in exactly those words.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחיות גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחיות גם יחד. How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is to
be together on this day. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is to
be together on this day. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum.
Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחיות גם יחד.
L'chadodi. We're going to welcome the Sabbath bride. The Sabbath bride blesses our synagogue, blesses every synagogue everywhere in the world on Shabbat. When you welcome the Sabbath bride, you welcome light and holiness and inclusion and goodness and hope. We're going to do verses 1, 5, and 9. On the 9th verse, my friends, let's all stand up and turn our bodies toward the door, because to welcome the Sabbath Queen, we say, Bo'i chala, Bo'i chala. Welcome, O bride, come and bless Shabbat.
La 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 chadodi likrat kala b'nei b'nei Shabbat mekabela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei b'nei Shabbat mekabela la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei b'nei Shabbat mekabela lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat Nikabela שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד. השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. לשם ולטהר דליהיתי לה 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 לכדותי. לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Verse 5.
התעוררי, כי באורך ומאורי, אורי שיר דברי. כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לה 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 לך דודי. לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Please rise and turn towards the door.
בואי ושלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה וזאת עולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, turn around and keep a dancing if you wish. La 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 chadoti. לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. la לך דודי. לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. One more time. לך דודי. לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי. לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
You may be seated. I think we have to up the joy factor here. I don't know. I'm just like getting this sense of like, oh, it's the end of the week. No, it's the end of the week, right? So that it's like time and we're celebrating. So I want to have more of a, you know, kind of a let's dance kind of Shabbat, you know? Like where we really smile. Even if I can't see your smile, I know you're smiling. I just know it. I just do. So let's do the Chetzi Kaddish, and then we'll rise for the Baruch Hu. All right. And so the Chetzi Kaddish is kind of that last time when you're not really celebrating. But after that, it's just all uphill. No, it's all downhill. Okay, here we go. Yitkadal v'ikadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'meru Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach Li'ala mula me'almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudisha Berichu Le'la min kol birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiram bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Please rise.
We're on page 146. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Are you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yalla lie, lie, lie. 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 Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Listening to my prayer. Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared?
You may be seated.
We're on page 150 for Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chokim u'mishpatim, Utanu lemadeta, Utanu lemadeta. Hagen Adonai Eloheinu b'shofteinu, Ukumenu nasiach bechukecha, V'nizmach b'divrei Toratcha, U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Bihem chayenu, V'yorech yameinu, Uvahem nege yomam v'layla, Nege yomam v'layla, V'ahavat ba'al tasir, Emenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael.
Please turn to page 152 and rise for the Shema.
We invite Paulina Sobel back to the Bima to lead us in the Shema. Thank you, Chloe.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malechuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated and turn to page 154 for Ve'ahavta, first in Hebrew and then in English. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha
ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to these heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus shall remember to observe all my commandments, and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God.
Adonai
Elohechem
Emet.
Emet.
Thank you, Paul.
Yasher koach.
Well done. Yasher koach.
Please join me on page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Please join me on page 158 for the Micha Mocha, our prayer for redemption.
Kamocha nedar bakodesh, Nora tehilot osefele, Nora tehilot osefele. Malechutecha ra'uvanecha, okeyam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze'ilanu ve'amru, ze'ilanu ve'amru.
We are on page 160. The Hashkivano asks God to spread over us a shelter of peace. What makes you feel peaceful?
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom Hamideinu Shomreinu Lechayim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom Hamideinu Shomreinu Lechayim. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm.
Move this up a bit. And then please join me on page 162 for Vishamru. And here at Temple Habanim, we have a custom for Vishamru. When you hear the words Et HaShabbat, feel free to stand up and spin around like this. Just don't do it too many times, you'll get dizzy. All right.
Vishamru Bnei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Lasot Et HaShabbat Ledoratam Berit Olam. Vishamru Bnei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Lasot Et HaShabbat Ledoratam Berit Olam.
B'nei Ruvain, B'nei Yisrael, B'nei Yisrael.
Et HaShabbat Ledoratam Berit Olam.
Yamim, Asa Adonai, Asa Adonai, Et HaShamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Vishamru B'nei Yisrael
Et HaShabbat Lasot Et HaShabbat Ledoratam Berit Olam.
Uvayom hashvi'i, Shabbat vayinafar.
Berit Olam. Shabbat Lasot Et HaShabbat Ledoratam Berit Olam.
All right, I was getting a little dizzy there.
Well done. Good job, Caleb.
Please rise and join us in the tefillah, the heart of our worship service, on page 164. Sorry. Okay.
Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svatai Tifta. Na 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 Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi. Eva. Na 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 Adonai. Na na tehilatecha la 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 na 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 Adonai na 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 svatai tivta na 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 ufiagi tehilatecha la 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 na 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 Adonai na 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 svatai tivta na 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 ufiagi tehilatecha na 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 Adonai na 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 svatai tivta na 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 ufiagi tehilatecha Adonai svatai tivta ufiagi tehilatecha Adonai open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Page 166. Baruch
Adonai
Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah.
El Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zochech
Chasdei Avot v'Imachot, U'mevi v'Ruah Livnei B'neihem, U'man Shemam K'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magin, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magid Avraham, V'Yisrael Sarah.
Page 168. Tagi bor le'olam Adonai, mechaye hakol atarav lehoshia, morid hata, mechakel chayim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, zomech noflim berofei cholim. Umatir Asurim Umechayim Emunato Lishenei Afar Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot Umidom Melach Melech Memit Umechayim
Umatzmiach Yeshua
Ve'ne'emanata lechachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh
hakol.
Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh ukedoshim b'chol yom lehalelu hasela baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated. We're on page 173, 173.
We pray together at the top of the page. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
If you'll look at your handout now, the words are, if you'll repeat back to me, Cain. Cain. Yes, Cain, which means yes. Okay. Yehi. Ratzon. Let's try it again. Cain. Yehi. Ratzon. Look at you, you're a pro already. Let's put it all together. Cain, Yehi, Ratzon. Cain, Yehi, Ratzon. Cain, Yehi, Ratzon. May I find my way back home. Cain, Yehi, Ratzon. Cain, Yehi, Ratzon. May I find my way back home. So that's our chorus. We'll come back to that a couple times. The other part goes like this. May I be saved. May I be free. May I find space to just be. Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? May I find my way back home. Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? May I find my way back home. In just a little bit, we're going to honor our seniors, some of which I've met for the first time in Sarah Foster's classroom on a picture on the wall. Maybe that's you. Maybe I met you when I came here 6 or 7 or 25 years ago. It feels like forever. But between Andy and Howard and me, we've seen you grow up. And we're proud of who you are and want to cram it all into this service. And it's Paulina's Brit Mitzvah and there's so much to do. Which is why we add our blessing right here. May you be saved. May you be free. May you be free. May you find space. May you find space. Space to just be. Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? May I find my way back home. Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? May I find my way back home. I think the energy shift in the room was 7 students who didn't realize that things were as real as they are. We've all grown in this space. We're all lucky enough to be together. When we sing these words, we look forward to the people who you're going to be. Building off a really great base of people you are right now. Let's sing again. Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? May you find your way back home. Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? May you find your way back home.
We're about to offer our prayer for peace. Obviously, a prayer for peace is a prayer about days that we can look forward to without war. Right now, we're thinking of our brothers and sisters in the Ukraine. Yesterday, I was on the telephone. Well, not the telephone. Oh my gosh, now back in the 1930s. I was on a Zoom call. Gosh. I was in a Zoom call with the director of the JCC in Warsaw. And in all of Poland, there are about 20,000 Jews, which is about the number of Jews in Rhode Island. And they'd been serving in all of Poland at the Warsaw JCC, probably, I don't know, maybe a quarter of those. But now there are 20,000 Jews more who have come from the Ukraine, seeking safety and shelter and a place to live. And they don't speak the language. They don't know the customs, and they've been displaced from their homes. For what? For what? Some tyrant sitting in Moscow, directing and conflict that we don't want or need or desire. And look young without. We pray for peace. To change law.
We're on 78. Shalom Ra.
Shalom Ra. Yatahu melech hador.
Take a few moments now. Patience in your heart.
I asked all of them to sing. They all came up with the same answer. I won't sing by myself, but I'll sing in the group. So we got the whole group to come up. This is the classic Joni Mitchell song, Circle Game. Lillian, take the first verse. Go, no, come up. Come up, yeah. Yeah.
Yesterday a
child came out to London, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. Can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons. It's like when you're older. Seasons, they go round and round, then the painted ponies go up and down. And captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in a circle. We're saving the third verse. Go up and down. Carousel of healing comes in so many ways. Sometimes it comes in the form of a Band-Aid, where somebody's saying something to you in a nice way. Sometimes it comes in the form of surgery or medicine. Sometimes it comes in the voices of our leaders of tomorrow.
For sure. Sometimes when I sing Circle Game, I think about God, because I think Joni Mitchell was just tapped by God. Like, God hits some people with a talent stick, and she was hit very, very hard. So, if there are people in your lives, maybe family or neighbors or friends, and they're in need of a prayer for healing, they maybe have COVID, or maybe they have some other illness that's holding them back or keeping them down. Our prayers give them strength and solace and hope. Please feel free to name those people aloud or within your hearts. As I look around the room, please feel free to say them. We also want to offer our prayers to Maxine Richmond, to our friend Jane Berkowitz, to Lee Glantz, and anyone who is in the midst of recovering. We pray that this Mishaberak will offer you a sense and source of solace and
That's too low.
371.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay, don't worry. It's okay.
May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Yishebea imotenu mikol habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing, refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
So, thank you, Shao. So, following the Mishaberach, our minhag is to have Shechianu, and obviously we do have a Shechianu moment for our seniors. But first, we're going to ask the congregation if there are moments of Shechianu, and Soren's hand goes up. Go ahead, Soren, nice and loud. Wait, I couldn't quite hear you, Soren. Say that again. Soren, thank you so much for letting us know that. That's wonderful. Soren, did you have new pronouns that you want us to call you now? She, her. Okay, very good. Soren, thank you so much for sharing that. Other.
I'll name a couple of things.
Oh,
I see
okay.
some of our past Bictyites, Bicty Emeriti, Jared and Zan. I got very excited when I saw them. I feel like was there one more? No, I just feel like it was a really big homecoming. Haven't seen Tyler since he went away on his big trip. It's just such a blast that you guys are here and made a point to do this. You know, last year we really wanted to have a Bicty service, and a couple different times it didn't quite work out. And to be here in person, there's just something so heartwarming about it for me.
It's wonderful. So let's join together in a Shechianu, and then we'll have another one for our seniors.
Oh, and of course, we have a big honor tomorrow.
Oh, right. Oh,
Paulina,
what's going on tomorrow?
I don't know.
If you don't know,
You do
I
know.
do know. What is it? Oh, your Brit Mitzvah is tomorrow. Paulina's Brit Mitzvah. That is a Shechianu moment, and we'll see you tomorrow in the morning. And don't forget to come and talk to me about timing tomorrow. That would be great. All right? Wonderful. All right. Well, that's certainly a Shechianu moment. Thanks for Paulina sharing that with us.
I put on our cue sheet for
A lot of
students.
congratulations.
I put on the cue sheet for the students because we're going to do a second Shechianu. We'll just do one verse and one Amen. Join us. 6:48.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. And as this is our seniors' last official Shechianu before they graduate, I'd like to invite all the seniors up, and I'd like you to, what I'd like you to do is when you're at the podium here, when you're at the bima, you can take off your mask and you can introduce yourself. And then if you could think of one wonderful memory here at Temple Habanim that you have, and then let us know what your future is, whether it's school or travel or work, whatever it may be. Let us know what you're going to be doing in the fall. So, and you're in an order. So, yeah, so Sophie, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Sophie. One memory is probably our confirmation trip to DC. And next year I'm going to Brandeis University.
Yes, you go. And remember, all of our youngins, we will have a trip to DC next January, February. It will happen. You will get to go.
I'm Chelsea, and I think my favorite memory here is probably all of my B'nai Mitzvah tutoring sessions with David and Rabbi. Every single one was just a blast, and I really appreciated all the time that you spent with me. And then over the summer, I'm going to be working at the URJ Crane Lake camp as a counselor for the second year. Shout out to Crane Lake. And then in the fall, I'm going to be going to Clark University.
My name's Allie. I was going to say the confirmation trip as my greatest memory. It was a lot of fun, but I would say just besides Chelsea, even though it was amazing being with you, the five of us have stuck together since kindergarten, plus Sarah. We've had a lot of people come in and out, and I'm happy Chelsea's here tonight. But yeah, it's just been a lot of fun being with everyone, and I'm going in the fall to Indiana University.
Hi, I'm Asher, and besides the confirmation trip, I really just enjoyed the sense of community that I've been able to foster, and our community has fostered while I've been at Temple Habonim. Even just little things like when we used to, like in Sunday school, before we got the challah, how we would all like form a chain and we'd all like touch the challah through everybody else. And just little things like that are things that I always look back on fondly whenever I think of Temple Habonim. And then next year I'm going to Princeton University, and I'm going to be competing on the track and field team in the hammer and weight throw events.
Hi, I'm Tyler, and I think one of my fondest memories at Temple Habonim was the day that someone signed off on having live fish as a prize for the Purim Carnival. So we all got to go home with our own little pet fish. And next year I'll be going to Brown University.
Hi everyone, I'm Caleb. I think that just over the years, just being with this class and being with everyone and Rabbi, you Rabbi, David, it's just been a really awesome experience, and I've developed a lot of like my own Jewish identity and just like who I am as a person here at Temple Habonim, and so I'm really grateful for that and grateful to be a part of this community. And next year I'm studying cognitive science at Brown University as well.
We're going to go to the screen now. Come on out from behind the screen. So they, okay, fair enough. Yes, Sarah Jagler will be here with us.
it right here. It's sort of similar. Kind of. Okay. Are we ready? Here we go.
One of my favorite memories at Temple Habonim has definitely been going on the confirmation trip with Rabbi Klein and with my confirmation class. It was a lot of fun getting to meet a lot of new people, lobbying to Congress, and honestly getting close with my classmates who I had known for so long and grown up with. And I'll always cherish those small memories at Sunday school and Hebrew school, like when our biggest worries were trying to get the biggest piece of challah, or walking with my classmates from Hampton Meadows, all of those good memories. In the fall, I will be heading to California and attending Occidental College. I will be studying urban and environmental policy, and I will definitely miss Temple Habonim and the community.
Hopefully you could all hear that. We're also missing one other student. Mark Taylor couldn't be here tonight, but we're thinking about Mark and looking forward to hearing all about his goodness the next time that we see him. So come on back up, friends. As I explained the Torah service to Paulina yesterday during our pre-mitzvah run-through 2 days ago, I said to her, would it be the same if you graduated college and there wasn't some pomp and circumstance, there wasn't some excitement to it, way to go, see you next time? No. That's what we do here as Jews. We do it in the Torah service. We celebrate each other's milestones. Come on, so you're even close. Yeah, there you go.
Closer to the Torah.
Yeah.
Come on. There you go.
Not gonna cry. It's really humbling to see you all in this situation. I have pictures that have gone through, and I really wanted to embarrass them and show you this really picture that I know not one of them wants me to show you, but I'll show you it only. Of you guys getting ready for your bar bat mitzvahs around a circle table. You've been here for a lot of these milestones in your life, and we're just so grateful to be able to share them with you. So I'm going to say this blessing. Rabbi's going to share some thoughts, and then we'll sing again. May you be like our ancient ancestors who lived in peace and kindness. May you follow in the footsteps of those who have done right and were just. That was it.
May you be the voice for those who can't speak,
The arms for those who can't push,
the legs for those who can't stand,
and the ears for those who can't hear.
May you continue to bring light into darkness and sounds of joy wherever you may go.
May you always strive for the highest and go beyond that.
May you find the joy that you seek and the happiness you deserve.
May you find solace in your surroundings and love in your heart.
May you have a year of strength, health, peace, and chesed. Let us all say,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechiyanu v'kimanu v'higianu l'zman hazeh. 2 amens this time.
just really briefly, I have not had a chance to spend a lot of time with you, and I wish that I had that chance, but the pandemic got kind of in the way. But I still have watched you grow in these last 2 years, and when you've been here, I've been so proud of all of you, and your leadership in Bikti, your leadership at the temple has been astounding. And throughout it all, you were right there doing programs and creating community. this get you down, you just kept on going. And you built community, all of our friends. I can remember this moment being June of 1978 like it was yesterday, because it was a moment of just limitless possibility. It was just so beautiful. And I knew, I was leaving home. I was going to Duke University in North Carolina, far away from New Jersey, and no one was coming with me. Not a classmate, not anyone near. And I was like, yes, I'm going to find out who I am outside the bubble of Jewish New Jersey life. But one thing I need to say to you that no one ever said to me, and I wish someone had. When you get to school, at Brown, at Princeton, at Brandeis, at Clark, and at the University of Indiana, which, by the way, is a great Jewish studies program, don't forget. Because people don't know that necessarily, but it is. When you are there, you make sure, when you're looking through the courses online, pick out something totally outside your comfort zone. Pick out something that you would never think that you want to study. Because this is the time. It's the time to expand your horizons. It's the time to grow and change and make a new friend in a class that you would never expect. When I say that, however, if you're not an engineering student, don't take engineering. I meant something that, like, is in the realm of possibility. So always remember that too. But really, I can recall so vividly visiting a friend from high school at Brown, and he was taking art history. And I was so wow, I never even considered that. I was just in my poli-sci pre-law kind of world. But indeed, that's the time. So don't hesitate. Be bold, and remember to learn for its own sake. Judaism is all about learning for its own sake. Not because it's going to advance your career or advance your chances of getting to graduate school, but just because you have a chance to be around wonderful minds, minds that will impact you forever. Don't be shy. Be bold and take courses that you would never imagine. And when you have the opportunity for a good conversation, don't say, ooh, I've got to run because I've got a commitment. Have the conversation. Because it's those conversations that you have with friends or professors or upperclassmen change your life. Go and be blessed and be courageous and be the wonderful people that you are. And let us all say, Amen.
Amen.
We're opening the ark now, so it may be time to stand for the Aleinu.
They're going to announce it.
Yeah.
Please rise and turn to page 586 for the Aleinu, our prayer to make the world a better place.
Samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama shelo samcho kinu kahen v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim
page 591.
V'nemar, v'haya Adonai, v'melech al kol haaretz, v'yom hahu, yihyeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad. Please be seated. I'll point out that they signed up to do that together with no coaxing. It was a surprise to me. Maybe a little coaxing, apparently, a little bit. It was very nice.
No, there wasn't. I don't believe it. At this time, you remember those who died at this time in years past, those whose yurtzites are observed on this Shabbat. And we remember those who died in recent days, those whose families are in the midst of Shiva and Shloshim, the most intensive periods of mourning. In Shiva and Shloshim, we remember David Rumpler, beloved son of Lenny and Esther Ruth Rumpler, beloved brother of Danielle, of John, of Andrew, of Catherine and Leslie, and brother-in-law of Martin, Carol, Marty, and David. If you should hear the name of a loved one, please feel free to rise so we might acknowledge your status as a mourner. At the end of the Kaddish list, we will all join together. And in Shiva and Shloshim, we also remember Martin Sokol, beloved husband of Celia Sokol, beloved father of Heidi Brousseau, father-in-law of Jeff Brousseau, and grandfather of Anna and Camille Brousseau. And we remember those who died at this time in years past, those whose yurtzites fall on this Shabbat. We remember Pauline Berman, beloved mother of Maurice Berman, Hyman Goldstein, father of beloved mother beloved wife, sister Daniel Shansky, beloved grandma Peterson of Kathy Sherman, David Winokur. Morning. And as one family. Turn to page 598. Say, be made Shalom bimromav. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol Yoshvei Tevel v'imru Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say, Amen.
O se shalom bimroma, Huya se shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Please be seated. The years spin by and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true, there'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams and plenty before the last revolving year is through. Join us in the chorus. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in the circle. Before you go anywhere, I want to thank Bikti for doing an incredible job tonight. I want to thank our seniors for being here. Rabbi Howard, as always, for going with the flow and making it so wisdom-filled. This is Niev. You might know Niev as her own person. You might know Niev as Zan and Shao's sister, or Lucy and Otter's daughter. You can also know her as another title, Youth Group Advisor. So Niev has been helping out. She says loosely, I say thank goodness for people like Niev. And we'll look forward to having you back in that role next year in a more official capacity.
I got the email, so.
We're very, very lucky to have someone like you leading the charge, someone who grew up here at Temple Habonim and is helping to shape these minds. And we're very, very lucky to have you in that role.
I'm lucky to be here, so thank you. And thank you guys. So you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome tonight. Keep saying awesome.
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 We have just a few announcements. Thank you to our greeters. Oh, you sure? Yeah, sure. The Greenman Doobie family, Adam and Aaron and their daughters. I'm looking for, oh, there they are, Alexandria and Nora. Alexandria became a bat mitzvah 2 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago. It was recently, and we're really proud of you. Thank you so much for being our greeters and our own egg people, along with Madeline Cantor. We appreciate that. Yes, you heard it right, 10 o'clock. This is the room where it will happen. Paulina's Brit Mitzvah, tomorrow morning. Yes, usual things apply. Keep your mask on. Keep your smiles coming. You can stream if you're not able to be here. And we'll look forward to honoring you and calling you to the Torah in that way. No Torah study that we would usually have throughout the year. None in all of June or July. Rabbi Howard needs.
In all of June.
Oh, he's going to start back up in July, apparently. Yes. I was going to say maybe he needs a breather, but apparently doesn't need a breather.
Torah does not rest.
Torah does not rest. Religious school registration for religious school is open. Talk to David for more details. I'm David. You can talk to me. Great. We're happy to have you. Yes. Confirmation is this Saturday. That's tomorrow.
Night.
Tomorrow night. We're going to be having confirmation. There are 10 confirmands here for the Shavuot confirmation and Yisker service. They will all take place on tomorrow night from 7 to 8:30. And it's going to be a pretty, I wouldn't say raucous, but there is a trombone that's going to be playing one of the songs. So, and the little drum guy right there. Yeah.
Right, and there's also a harp.
Oh, a harp playing.
A harp, an orchestral harp, and there's also piano.
We have a Jason Chloe duo on bass and piano.
And bass, right,
Yes,
right.
it's very wonderful. So if you didn't get your temple fix, please come back tomorrow in the morning and at night. Coffee hours. We're going to have some coffee hours here on Tuesdays starting the week of June 7th from 10 to 11 a.m. We'd love, not p.m., a.m. We'd love everyone to come by at least 1 week. I found success by putting these on my calendar, and then if you can make it, great. And if you can't, well, then you remember it's happening and maybe you drive through or something like that. Send us a picture if you're having coffee. Okay, beach services. After a 2-year hiatus of not having any at Barrington Beach, we're going to go back to Barrington Beach in 2 weeks. We have 2 more Brit Mitzvahs later in the month. 3 weeks. Paulina, Ryan Wilmarth is next week. Tanner Boylan is the week after. And Zachary Scheinberg is the one I'm talking about the day before at the beach. You can also mark that down as our first Ruach Singers service of the year. The Ruach Singers are going to be performing 3 songs and helping us in Kabbalat Shabbat, led by the one and only Diane Manazian. The other beach services are later in the year, the middle of July, middle of August. Just check out your e-blast in your bulletin for all of that. And just because I'm talking here, one more shout out to all the people who are involved in this, as well as the people who are behind the scenes helping, whether you're a parent who got your child here, whether you're someone who provided words of inspiration or praise over their time here, whether you're a Dina who doesn't really get to see the fruits of her labor all that much, but is with us. We're really, really grateful for all that you are here at Temple Habonim, and hopefully you can feel this energy of 50 plus people. I can feel it. Okay, I think that's it for announcements.
I just want to add 2 things really quickly. First, thank you to all the parents of the graduating seniors. Yay, mazel tov to you guys. You did an amazing job raising your kids. And also, David, you said the timing would be 7 o'clock to 8:30. It ain't going to be that. It's going to be longer. So, just if you're coming to confirmation, it's going to be longer than that. I just know. So it's going to be a fantastic service, but it's not going to be an hour and a half. It's going to be a little longer. And when I say a little longer,
8:35, right?
Right? Yeah, it could be longer even than that. Okay. So I just wanted to let you know. Okay. All right. So we've got Kiddush and Motzi right over here. You know what? Let's bring back our seniors and have them do it. Yeah. And have them lead.
And of course, Paulina. And Nate, if you're around and you want to join us too, you're of course welcome. Seniors, you guys will be back here, and Paulina, you'll be in.
So tell you what.
We'll be like your broadcast.
Awesome. Sophie, why don't you hold the challah? Right. And then Paulina, you hold the kiddush.
There was a third one too.
All right. All right. So big support. Paulina, you go ahead.
That's Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei peri hagafen. Amen.
L'chaim.
Grape juice or wine?
Wine.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Really start on the evening. Good. All right.
Oh. Is grape juice past its expiration date?
Probably.
That's on its way. That's in between. That's like the middle of the one. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Got it. Okay.
Grape wine juice.
And if you want to grab the challah.
Grab the challah. Go. All right.
Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
B'tevon.
God, you just ripped that apart. Oh, how I long for the days when we're all going to be like grabbing at the challah again and making a chain. Those will be good days. All right, one day.
which isn't called Ojev. We bookend this up at innovation. Look at where you. Oh,
Shalom Aleichem. Od Yevo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yevo Shalom.
Od Yevo Shalom. Al Kulam. Shalom. Al Kulam. Od Yevo Shalom Aleichem. Od Yevo Shalom Aleinu.
I'm going to put this service. Thank you, and to all the parents. Mitzvah.